Good afternoon. I know we are at the end of the day, so tired. I think I had the introduction, so don't need. I want to ask how many of you know Amazon as a company? I think we are known for the scale, the speed, the innovation, the customer obsession. So how does it translate to Amazon Web Services? How many of you know Amazon Web Services? Okay, so Amazon Web Services, it's applying the 4 pillars we saw before in Amazon to technology, to cloud infrastructure, to innovation. So first thing, it's the scale and the ability to have services around the globe. Second, it's the availability of IT resources in minutes. You can decide to have an infrastructure tomorrow in China or US or Europe really in minutes with a pay-as-you-go model. Third, it's the relentless innovation. Last year, we delivered 1957 new services and features, which is showing the pace of innovation. I mean, when Amazon Web Services was launched around in 2006, so it's kind of some years ago, every year the pace of innovation in introducing new services and allowing our customers to have innovation, it's there. And then customer obsession. The more we scale, the more we pass to customers savings. You can see 72 times we reduced pricing for existing features. Now, this is a mobility event, right? So how does it play Amazon, AWS with automotive? First of all, it's not just about automotive. I mean, main players in the industry, in every industry, are partnering with us. We have the majority of startups customers, the majority of enterprise customers, and the majority of public government customers that partner with us to deliver best services on the market. Now, I don't think we need to spend much time on that, right? So we are seeing an unprecedented moment where the technology and the consumer behavior, it's totally changing. I mean, if you look at the technology side of it, it's not just about having the IT infrastructure, but it's having artificial intelligence, it's having connectivity, it's having storage, it's having, in automotive there is this case, connected, autonomous, shared, and electric, which is happening. On the other side, if you look at the customers, for those of you who have kids, it's the me here now effect. So when a kid is there, he's willing to get the attention in that moment and attention to him. So it's about personalizing the experience. It's about providing ubiquitous technology and services to customer. Now, if you look at this blending, you will see basically new business model and new products coming out. If you look at the pink quadrant, is where majority of companies in automotive are today, right? So producing a vehicle, selling a vehicle, okay? Could be a budget car, could be an SUV, but that's the majority of customers. Now, if you look product innovation or business model innovation driven by, again, new technology, new customer approach, you will see, which is this quadrant and the upper left quadrant, future vehicles, which means, again, autonomous and electric, or share mobility, ride-hailing, mobility on demand. And this is happening now. Majority of customers are now at least testing new business model and new products. Looking at the future, it's about inventing new products and new business models. It's about robotaxis, it's about shared mobility in airports. It's about, again, changing the industry and the way you approach product and people. And it's a revolution. I think outside we have a great example, right, of how many effort is going into automotive and how many solutions will be there in the future. Now, I'm not going to spend too much on what AWS is offering, but we consider ourselves an enabler to this revolution. So our target is really to allow customers to go in the direction automotive industry is going. We started our journey in compute, storage, and database. So as a cloud platform, you can buy storage, you can buy database, fair enough. Now, what we are providing now to our customers, it's technology building blocks, more and more. The ability to build a voice assistant, the ability to provide machine learning to every developer and every person who is there. IoT, edge computing, when you cannot go to the cloud because you need to take decision, in example, in autonomous driving. I mean, the car can be without connectivity. The car cannot have enough time, so you need decision at the edge. And we are providing the technology to do that. Or high-performance computing. We will see it later, but in example, Toyota, it's saving half of the time to train autonomous driving models in the cloud compared to their current solution. And this is happening heavily in the entire industry. Then the third area is reference solution. We create this solution where you, in few minutes, can deploy the infrastructure and start testing. The ability of providing fleet management, driver behavior, the ability to have more use cases in minutes or hours is what allows you to keep this pace of innovation. And then the last two blocks, it's about our own ecosystem as Amazon and partners. I think we had many customers here on the stage today. We love partners, we love startups. So on one side, the Amazon ecosystem, you want to provide audible books in the vehicle. Or if you think about autonomous driving, you will be able, I don't know, to play Amazon Music or have Fire TV as a rear seat entertainment. Amazon Key, deliver parcels in the trunk which can be opened. So there is an entire ecosystem that you can leverage to build future solutions. And partners could be software, vendor, could be system integrator, could be startups. We have specific project programs to allow startups and big OEMs and tier one sit down together and deliver innovation to the customer. Now the most scary slide is coming. Be prepared for it. I'm not going to comment it. We need probably 6 hours to do that. But this is an example of the reference architecture I was mentioning. This is public on our website. With one click in 15 minutes, you get the entire infrastructure up and running, 15 minutes. You can try by yourself. And the ability to deploy fast new services is what is allowing our customers to launch new services and new ventures. Very quickly, it's going from the car itself, so the ability to collect data, ingest data, clean the data, because several times you transfer too much data into the cloud and you pay a lot for that. So remember to clean the data, and the quality of the data is key. And then in the cloud, you have this incredible capacity to run new business cases. Could be driving behavior, could be fleet management, could be fault detection, but you have the technology to solve the challenges you need. And then it's about data visualization. Could be for dealers, could be for the final customer, could be your internal developers, the ability to see what's happening in real time. And I'm gonna put one example. I just had many, but I decided to put this because I think it's relevant. So when you collect the data in real time, what's happening? You need the capability to stream the data in real time, and then you can detect anomalies, you can do machine learning, you can apply. Now, I'm going to show you a quick video of it, where we partnered with Formula One. We are collecting, managing, and analyzing 1.1 million data points per second. So the ability to ingest this huge quantity and in real time apply machine learning to provide Formula One new services. So probably it's not the best day, because if you've seen the Canadian, I'm Italian, so Ferrari was kind of not happy with that. But we partnered with Formula One for a platform called Formula One Insights. Formula One, it's a show. It's not for racing teams, but it's for Formula One. They have 500,000 billion people watching the show. So we are applying machine learning to use cases like predicting who is going to overtake, predicting who is out of the pit lane, how much different in terms of seconds, or how the car will run. So imagine to do that your own customer in real time with the right technology. I think this is a huge change, and you need to scale globally and to be, again, from China to Bahamas to Israel, and be able to provide those to your customers. Now, some other examples I picked here and there. I decided to put Mobileye because it's an Israeli company which is doing very well in automotive. I think we had Avis Budget on stage before. They are going to connect the entire fleet based on the platform you saw before to do driver analytics and to have better maintenance and better management of their fleet. Or Toyota, which is using our artificial intelligence to do driver behavior analysis for drowsiness detection. So as you can see, there are multiple ways to leverage the platform and make sure that your customers can get these services. So this is TU Simple. I just want to finish my presentation with a couple of examples of autonomous driving, which is the most advanced development we are seeing now. TU Simple target is to develop level 4 trucks. So level 4, it's a kind of, let's say, hands off, feet off, eyes off. Still you are sitting in the passenger seat, but it's not completely autonomous, which is L5. Now, this is totally based on AWS, from data collection, from data ingestion, data cleaning, labeling, and training the algorithm. You see in real time, the platform is capable of recognizing what's happening. It's working pretty well also during the night, you see. And the target is that in 2-3 years, they will have an autonomous truck out on the street, totally based on AWS. Second example, it's a company called Applied Intuition, and it's going back to the way we work with partners and startups. So they are a Californian-based company. They built a platform based on AWS, which is capable of providing analytics and simulation for autonomous driving. So you can feed the data collected from autonomous vehicles, and you can visualize data and extract insights. Now, you all know that autonomous driving won't happen just with real data. You need a lot of simulation. Toyota, which is an AWS customer, it called the 1 trillion mile challenge. So there's no way you can just drive and have data. So Applied Intuition is allowing you to create scenarios, run simulation, and analyze results virtually. So totally running on the cloud, you can create scenarios and run them through. My last slide, it's because the question I got today, how can we work with Amazon to accelerate our business? So I think we discussed the technology that Amazon can provide, but it's much more. So from search and purchasing, we have Amazon Advertising, Amazon e-commerce, Amazon Garage, to the way you do connected electric vehicles, could be HPC, CAD simulation, whatever, Voice, Alexa, it's the voice, but you can build your own voice assistant using AWS pieces. And then connected services. Many of the apps, automotive apps you are using, they are based on AWS. They are applying machine learning for recommendation. They are building a totally new experience. So wherever is your business, I think that we have the right tools to support you. I'm available after the pitch. Happy to do that. There are some, raise your hands, some colleagues of mine, happy to do that. And thank you for listening.